Hello and good evening, wonderful viewers, wherever you are. Like I always said, we're back again for the Sunday Sport 360 Light on this wonderful TV called Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. We're located in the little smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia, and the western region side of Gambia, that is West Coast region in Farado in our studios. Thank you very much for another wonderful episode of the Sport 360 Light. Once again, I'm the host, Big Sam International, or you can simply call me Big Sam. Well, thank you so much. This evening also, I host another wonderful person in the sports, of course, a high caliber for that matter. If my memory can serve me, this is the second time we've been here, more than once anyway. And this is no other than my own Toma, Bakary Bojang, the president of the West Coast Region Football Association. Toma, welcome to today's episode.
Thank you very much, Big Sam.
Well, once again, maybe greetings to the people of West Coast Region, huh?
Alhamdulillah, Rabbi Alameen. Thank to the Almighty. Greetings to the entire football fraternity of West Coast Region. I'm very delighted to be here today to speak to my fellow sport lovers or football lovers around the world.
Thank you very much. That's El Presidente, I always usually call him. Of course, once again, it's coming to you from our studios in Farado, Atlantic TV, the Gambia, the home of TV revolution. That is Sport 360 Light with me, myself, Big Sam. And remember, this program is one of the best viewed across the world. So people out there, especially those in Gambia and so, or wherever you are, if you want to be part of this program for sponsorship, etc., you can see it under, you can contact us, and then so that your business or whatever you're doing will be also live on this medium. Mr. President, after that, today we'll talk a little bit, we'll touch a little bit on Mandinka for our people of West Coast region. But my first question is, the West Coast region third division qualifiers have been ended, and also to the national qualifiers. Can you please talk us through how was this conduct this past season, and who were the guys that team that make it to the national championship, and how does it go?
Thank you very much, Big Sam. This is a very interesting question. I'm really expecting this because wherever I go, I expect such questions to arise before me, because third division, we start way from January 2024 to June 2024. It was very hectic, but thanks to the Almighty Allah, it was done successfully without any hindrance along the way. You know, there must be challenges, but those challenges are minor. We always overcome them. And really, I believe you can bear me witness that we played a very successful final. If you look at across the regions, or across the country, all the regions who took part in these qualifiers, I think West Coast played the best final. Between Balosar and Sibano United. Okay. This was a very competitive final. It was talk of the country at the moment, at the time, sorry, because Sibano were leading 2-0 in the first half. Balosar came in to level it, and Balosar also took the lead, and Sibano also came back to level it in the 11th hour of the game. Wow. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But definitely, the game was ended by a penalty shootout, at which Balosar happened to be the champions. It is very unfortunate part to come and make an explanation to the general public. Okay. Because it is very upsetting to me, to be very frank with you, that our league champions Balosar went to playoff in the Gambia second division tiers for the playoff for the second tiers of Gambia Football Federation, where Balosar lost by a penalty shootout. This is very bad news to the entire region, and really the very day of this game happens, Big Sam, I can tell you, 2 days I was not online. Wow. Both phones were off. Sorry. Nobody can access me because it was a shock. I was shocked, because that was the 3 years consecutively our champions cannot make it to the second tiers. So really, it is a very bad moment at that time for me, because when I came as the president of the West Coast Regional Football Association, the first team to qualify is Greater Tomorrow. From Greater Tomorrow today, there's no single champions qualified to second tiers. So it is a very bad thing for me. I put it myself. Really, that's why I was shocked within those 48 hours. No one can access me. I'm not talking to anyone. I was completely blackout because I'm shocked. But thank the Almighty Allah, we are moving because I have to go back to the drawing table and start fresh again and move ahead. Yeah, and already we understood Balosar file and protest, which was not successful, but also they went forward again to file an appeal, and that currently on the table. I cannot say much about that because it's with the appeals committee. We are just here, we are just waiting for the verdict or the decision from the Gambia Football Federation about the appeal case. That's the situation of the third division.
Okay. Let's come to this. I think basically it is definitely a bit disheartening that when you come to the tenure, you only have one team. That, to be honest, I think if that happens to anybody, you would definitely feel it. But before we come, what do you think is the problem? But I want to ask this. Was it the same kind of tournament for the third division when you come in, like when Greater Tomorrow qualify, or it's a different ball game? Because I think there was changes of the qualifiers along the way. How was it then when these guys, that is Greater Tomorrow qualifying, and the other 2 years, like year before last, and is it the same format that is played?
Yeah, it's the same format, no changes.
There's no changes.
The same format. No changes, the same format. And Big Sam, what I can tell you is, you cannot just understand. Football is, we say it's a fair game, but sometimes it's very critical.
It's not fair.
As a fair game.
Especially if we are on the losing side.
Because if you look at our last year one, that's Busumbala Sanjon Day.
Yes, Sanjon Day, I remember.
Anybody who watched that game in Basori will bear me as a witness. Busumbala played the entire game. You can read it maybe by 70-30 ball possession. But they cannot bury a single goal in the goal net.
In the whole 90 minutes?
Yeah, they do the play and the opponent team do the winning. This is what exactly happens. Likewise, Balosar.
They have all the ball possessions.
Balosar asks anybody who was at the field on the day. Maybe the viewers will bear me witness.
Yeah.
Who watch the game.
Yeah.
They do the play and your Africans do the winning at the end of the day.
And that was too much for you?
Yeah, really. This is what exactly happens.
But if I ask you, where do you think is the problem?
Actually, as an administrator, I don't think I can tell you where the problem is, because West Coast Region has office or has association, give all the necessary supports to their champions. All the champions, they may hear my statement, and I'm starting to be corrected by them. Each year we prepare our champions by giving them by sending our regional coaches.
Okay.
Both the West Coast Regional Coaches Association, with the 2 coaches we have in our office, we will prepare those people to go and prepare this team. Almost 2 weeks before this playoff, and we'll take care of their camping, we'll take care of their transportation to the ground. So we give them 100% support. So we do whatever it will take us for the team to be qualified. But the only thing we cannot do is to go inside the field and play for them.
And play for them.
We cannot do that for them.
No, you can't do that.
And that's within the team itself.
Yeah.
So for us, we do up to the point where we can stop, and the rest belong to the team. Actually, it's exactly like that what I'm telling you. This is how we do every season to support our league champions, to see them move into the second tiers.
But at the end of the day,
they have to come back to us. It is definitely.
For you, it's disheartening.
No,
I know.
It's really disheartening.
And many will tell you football is in the West Coast region side of Gambia.
No, if you look at the competitions, you cannot compare. You cannot compare. Last year, the competition department went for countrywide tour, which I'm part of the the delegation. Everybody agrees that West Coast is above other regions. But when you come to this playoff, it's another ball game.
But don't you think also you guys have a lot of teams that play the qualifiers than any in the region?
No.
The teams that comes for the third division qualifiers compared to other, because I've seen teams moving from a particular region to go on, for instance, from West Coast to go and register in Banjul, and then they happen to, because I don't want to mention teams, but I see teams that did that. They're in West Coast, somewhere in West Coast, but they went to register in Banjul, and fortunately for them, they conquered and then they qualified.
Agreed with you.
Yeah.
Agreed with you 100%. But if you look at the other way around, yeah, there are competitions in West Coast region. No one can dispute that.
Exactly.
Big Sam. But now, if you look at it now, that competition must pay dividends at the playoffs. But this is not happening.
Yeah, I think
so sometimes I ask myself, why? How is it possible?
From this and then to the
because
last.
All the competition, all the, if you look at the West Coast teams compared to the other regions, my friend, there's no comparison. But come to the playoff, come on, can you just understand? So really, for me, what I'm also thinking, where teams are moving from the West Coast to the other regions, it could be the cost. The cost, in a sense, West Coast, you can travel up to Sibanon, you travel up to Bijilo, you travel up to around Karton, you travel up to Marakisa. So the traveling cost maybe could be one of the factors. Although West Coast competition is very tough, to be very frank. But KM, they play between Serekunda. Banjul, they play between Banjul.
Only at KG5?
Yeah, only at KG5. But for us, we play at our different grounds.
So you mean these games are played in various parks within West Coast region?
Yeah,
it's like a round of, it's only the final that is played at Box Bar.
Yeah, no. We have playoffs.
Okay.
That's you can call it semi-finals.
Okay.
Those are the two playoffs and the final played at Box Bar.
But
the rest are all played within West Coast region. Like for instance, Sibano, they host 5 in our group stage. We have 11 games. Okay. So this 11 games is divided into 2 first and second round.
Okay.
So you may be lucky to have 6 games as home game or 5 games as home game.
Oh, okay.
Depend on the fixtures.
So
if any team have 6 games, you will play only 6 games at your own soil, where your visiting teams will travel to your home. Likewise, you also travel to another venue, another home team for away games. This is how we are doing our third division.
So from the semi-finals, playoffs.
From the playoffs to final, all played at Box Bar.
At Box Bar,
It's all central at Box Bar for neutral.
President, this might be a little bit harder. Many of football lovers are talking about grounds, and this comes under where you work, Gambia Football Federation, the FA. Don't you think some of these parks or playing fields contributed to some of the game loss and some of the beautiful football? Because we have a couple of them. The ground is a real problem to the Gambia. Even we've seen not first division teams sometimes because they are lucky, but second division or third division are always playing on the ground. Like you said, most of the games are, like for instance, from the playoffs to the stuff that are the one play on the ground and the regional finals. Don't you think there are much proper grounds in the Gambia that we should play these leagues on?
Yes, Big Sam, grounds are number one problem in this country.
Obviously, yes.
If you want to see quality football, cannot be done in the absence of 2 things. One is the ground, 2 is the match ball. You must get a quality match ball.
That's football.
And that's ball. And the good ground
to play.
To have quality football or good game. You understood? Without these 2 things, forget. Forget of quality in football. Forget. So this is our problem in the Gambia here. Because if you look at it, most of the people believe Gambia Football Federation is responsible of making these grounds.
Yes, that's what I'm coming to, yes.
You understood? But there is a communication barrier here which people don't understand.
Please tell my viewers.
Gambia Football Federation, it is not their responsibility to be working on these grounds. You understood? Because worldwide, tell me one federation in worldwide which have their own stadium, apart from England, Wembley Stadium. Name one stadium for me in the world which is owned by the Federation. You cannot find it anywhere, apart from Wembley. Nowhere.
That is England.
That is England. Nowhere. All the stadiums are owned by clubs and the government, not the Federation. So Gambia Football Federation went to lobby some funds from FIFA to upgrade these fields to have smooth running of football in this country.
Exactly.
You understood? So that is the exact situation we see ourselves in. Like Brikama Box Bar should be taken care by the Brikama Area Council. And maybe other towns within the region. But this is not happening, my brother. So it will be very difficult for us to be where we want to be as far as football is concerned.
But President, you talked about they go and lobby some money to upgrade this ground. But how far? Still we are yet to see some of them in plan. We have a lot of bad grounds around even this urban area. I mean, in fact, I can only name one. That is Boxpa. If there is a second one, maybe the late Usman Saho, Banjul, that's a Serekunda, you cannot say. I don't know what's happening in that arena.
Actually, I will say little about that. Little about that.
Actually, you want to serve?
Yeah. Because if you look at the Gambia Football Federation, it's divided into different sections.
Okay.
All the committees I am in have nothing to do with these projects.
Okay.
Understood. I am purely in competition.
Competition department.
All the committees I'm involved is all about competition because I'm technically oriented.
So you cannot tell us a little about the grounds?
I can say a little about these grounds.
Yes.
Like Brikama and
late Usman Sao.
Late Usman Sao. You said those ones are, thank God, those ones are playable. And at some point last season, they closed Banjul. If you look at Banjul and Brikama, all their toes were put at the same time. They were all laid at the same time. Okay. But it's very unfortunate on their part because the type of turf provided for Banjul was a very poor one. It is not much quality than like Brikama. This is why that one doesn't stay long. If you come to Serekunda, that one is a grass.
That's a grass.
Yeah, but it is very
unfortunate. The Serekunda West are out.
Serekunda West is not part of our project now.
Oh, okay.
It's not part of it.
How about Manjai?
Manjai is part of it.
Okay.
You understood. But particularly Serekunda is, if you look at Serekunda, it's
one of the most
worst ground. Yeah. But how and why? You see, my brother, football pitch cannot be used for wrestling. Serekunda is a grass. Now look at wrestling. What did they use for wrestling? That cannot keep the ground.
They use sand normally.
They use sand.
Yeah.
You understood? So that's really affecting Serekunda East. They will do the project after 1, 2, 3 months. You have there's a contract or bore there. At the end of the day,
and I think that's what destroys Serekunda West.
That's affecting Serekunda East. Seriously affecting Serekunda East.
So what can we do to rectify this, Mr. President? Because this is a burning issue. Yeah. I know you want to reserve yourself, but then I have to ask, what can we do to salvage these parks?
Yeah, these parks, comes with conditions. Whenever GFF is coming to spend FIFA money in each ground, there must be conditions attached there to convince FIFA before you put FIFA money to each ground, and that's come to the MOU. So the grounds need to be very careful and go by the MOU to keep the sustainability of these grounds. Because the MOU will tell you what exactly you should do to keep the ground playable at every point in time.
At any time.
So the only advice I can give is let people be stick on that MOU. It's going to help a lot. It's going to help a lot. Okay,
welcome back, Barry. At this time, we love telling a ton demanding since we are from the West Coast. Left a drong at the Amu demanding Kamuelale. Of course, most probably. Comment drong ka left a yai tandi na Lamorlan la, Anina Jiberla ko alla ñin ta division mi ala ban ano ñu sisino kanale aketa nyaade le team jelle nata andung qualify na oldo ngala ya fo angale ko story ni ngamang dia ba ke la sa bari pour france do man fo na mole surtout men be jibero la jama man kango men kam fo so do man dim fo yoto
big sam ko men ngafo nyama angale ko la comment wala mi diko west coast star division a play tanun ka bo january kana june 2024 and timu mwani na ne nyo sabaje bare balosala data hariye ka ke west coast la champion
la tan o balos ila ne ko sibanor mbalo no bota sibanor balo sari tol bota west coast min to le katu timo to le do malay tol bota wisen makolo manika kon
balo sar bota faraba bantan
okay
faraba balo sar bota faraba bantan sibanor ngate bota sibanor
okay
wala final period brikama mini stadium and balo sar nata hariye ka ke champion oti penalty shootout le itala balo sar ka champion oti brikama champion oti nata ka moti mi yalon ko lote fait pour que face à que parendi pour GFF la second tier la playoff la
okay wala kata second division okay
balosar no kata playoff la ala man ne manta ben in young africans la plata itata 1-1 jemo kono young africans nata win penalty shootout balosar nata muruna back to west coast region bare balosar man na kontan cool soto cool yin kono wo kan inata protest safe ya file to Gambia Football Federation which kacha kita kuola bare balosar la protection ni manna successful le mi ko manna dum bare hanbi balosar man condamné aji ko hanbi silo be bulle pour ka ina ko ni noma inata appeal file to Gambia Football Federation o appeal de fanan abe tembo minto abe Gambia Football Federation na lebulle iba jibe kan njikita ko maybe jande wati sa kibaron moy bara tamum duada ke kibar di mat wala mo ngadi team bole duwa kan inshallah bare butung ko balari wala nyama na regional champion na karola inshallah o tembol hade
bari yafo na angale kanko do kabiri nata team kiline don fenketo kote ni kuya koti menketa create tomorrow de bari ite amira al inning aning coaches or football manager also moneke no for at least to bring kanyum problem on you at least because west coast njama ajele Gambia be athlete timo seta football fongol karola batela ma fonda ite la miralo o ibe mune la fala o kan
big sam min kete dron akete ni kuyareti diamo ko kolem bulu bake kany jowe ma because akeda ni tark money ballot in 2021 another has the president May 2020 another has the president of the West Coast Region Football Association that season Greater Tomorrow keta champion of West Coast Region alewol manta ben qualified kata second division Brimbota Woto Nata the other following year Nata Beregule Neto. Beregule Nekata champion of the 2021-2022 season. Beregule Fanantata playoff all for second division. If an Manta Ben in Muruntana. The following year, Wanaketa Busumbala Sanjon Dinti. All for Nekata West Coast champion, if an entire the same playoff all to second tier, all for an Alamane Manta in Muruntana. Benima Samin Kono, all Kata Balosar Tata at a cooking Keta. The woman in Keta, Katani Kuya Ballet in Sunuta Bake Kabo FIFA Gold Project, Kamuru Suokono. Bring Futa Suokono, because Bring Besilo come Futa Suokono mobile about 5 missed call a day. So bring on number and will become commanded Dalilo. Dalilo can do on a mobile be switch off. From that time, when the mobile switch off, I was a blackout 48 hours. Wow. I'm not talking to anyone. So my first VP from Tralafa Badata, he talked to somebody who wanted to talk to me through my wife. But now suspect wrong. I asked my wife not to talk to me from I cannot call receive on my behalf to talk to me.
Exactly, yeah.
Because that time because the fear is they thought I'm going to resign. That was the fear that they thought I'm going to resign. Because somebody spoke to me in Kaiko, don't be surprised if I resign.
Yeah, by then you were so...
Yeah. I said that to someone, don't be surprised if I resign. So somebody drive to my house, who is an authority in football, drive to my house because they announced it with Diamatawale. That guy drove to my house, thank God I interest work. He's the one who talked to me, convinced me, encouraged me to come back to my feet. That's the time I put my
house in order. I think next time we will.
Really, it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
But I have two questions because time on my finger. The other thing is, of recent the football tourists, including yourself, alhamdulillah, now will all the way go fly Gambia Katamajolu kind of officiate or kind of the officials of the games. How does this come about? Tell me something about this. I mean, you are, I mean, better because that's too good. This is it. I think that's another plus. If your association head, regional or whatever, can go all the way to kind of be part of officials of certain I think that's a plus to the country.
Yeah, I thank the Almighty Allah 3 times for that. Really, I can tell you I am part of the FIFA and CAF match commissioners.
Wow, congratulations.
Actually, I am part of that. Actually, this is the this happens based on my position as the president of the West Coast Region Football Association and being a member of the Gambia Football Federation
GFF.
And each 2-year cycle, the federation will recommend people to CAF and FIFA for match commissioners.
Oh, okay.
So I was lucky to be part of those people recommended, and I attended the training. I was lucky to be part of the confirmed commissioners.
Wow.
Both FIFA and CAF. I attend CAF 2 trainings and I attend FIFA 1 training.
Okay.
And I did my first assignment. That was on the 18th of August. That was my first assignment in Nigeria.
As a match commissioner?
As a match commissioner, yes. And I'm expected to travel by next week, Thursday, if God willing.
Okay.
Again for another game in the same Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, my game is 22nd of this September on Sunday. Next week Sunday is my game.
Okay.
But I expected to leave here on Thursday night.
Okay.
And arrive there. Thursday and arrive there on early morning of Friday.
On Friday.
And start my preparation for my Sunday game.
Awesome. So well, we congratulate you for that and then wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Finally, before we go, as the West Coast Region Football Association President, what is your day-to-day work? If we can get it quickly before we go. I think it's important.
My day-to-day work is the administration of football affairs within the region.
Okay.
Because I have an admin officer and I have 2 regional coaches who are staffs under me working at the West Coast office. So those people take all the directives from me.
Okay.
And also if there are issues that happens within the region about football disputes,
okay,
it will be always put to me, and really we see how to address those ones. Just what I can tell you is we are responsible of coordinating, supervising, organizing football in the region.
So that include Nawetan games, regional games, district games, etc.
Yes, we don't organize Nawetans.
Yeah, but I mean, you go and watch and
we supervise.
You supervise.
How do we supervise is in Nawetan there are sports.
And district sports and district.
No, now we are dealing with district football committees, not district sports.
Okay.
Yeah, we change our constitution now to district football committees.
Okay.
So those committees are directly answerable to us. Okay. Directly.
But for Nawetan you supervise.
For Nawetan we supervise. If there are disputes in Nawetans, that's the time we always step in and try to regulate and move ahead. But apart from that, we don't take part in Nawetans.
That's good.
Yeah.
Finally, my Toma El Presidente, what's your final word? It's been a very, very good one having you here. Finally, before you go, for my viewers.
Yeah, the best thing I can say here is let West Coast, we come together as one family. Mm-hmm. And we work as a team to develop football within our sub-region. Because always West Coast, we are proud of to say we are pace setters. Mm-hmm. And we do, people follow. And that have to be reflected within ourselves by coming together. Really, yeah, we can have our infights, but that shouldn't separate us. Because football is a game where at some point there will be dispute, but that shouldn't separate us. let's argue, let's agree, let's disagree and agree. It's very important because it's about one thing we are all looking for. That is this beautiful game, which is football. Football is a very, very thing which brings people together. So as you don't see why we cannot come as one family and develop our own region as far as football is concerned. So I'm challenging every citizen of this region that we should come together and develop our region as far as football is concerned. Because if the other bank of the region has a problem, and the other region are enjoying, to me, we all have a problem together. Because all of us need to be in the smooth running of football. That's the time we can say we are enjoying or we are moving in the right direction. But without that, I don't believe if others are not enjoying or others are suffering or they are finding some difficulties, others are going smoothly, I believe we are all in the same trouble. That's my slogan. And definitely I want to challenge every administrators of football or sport in general that we should come together, because sports is something we should bring us together.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tom. Let me thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And of course, that brings us to this wonderful program with Bakary Bojang, the West Coast Region Football Association President. And of course, once again, like I said, this program concerns you every Sunday from the hour 8 to 9 o'clock on this medium. That is Atlantic TV, the Gambia, the home of TV revolution. Will be myself, Big Sam. Sponsors are still invited, as you can see. Meanwhile, before going, thank you so much, my wonderful viewers out there, and want you to be watching. Just watch. But before I go, big thanks to my cameraman right here. Say who he call himself, Gambia Trust TV, Edward, and of course the one and only Abubakar Songo. They call him Rocky B International. Salute. And once again, thank you so much for your time. Keep on sporting.
Atlantic Media Company. Follow us on Facebook at Atlantic TV The Gambia, on YouTube at Atlantic TV Gambia, on TikTok Atlantic.tv.gambia. Follow our music platform on Facebook at Atlantic TV Music Platform Entertainment. Share your opinion with us and send it through email atlanticstudio1@gmail.com. This is Atlantic Media Company.